Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Rim. I want to talk about the situation with Chauncey Billups said about Carmelo Anthony. He's talking about a person of his status wanted to score 30 in the game, and if they lose, he was cheering, trying to pat his players on the back and trying to cheer them up. But when he get 20 and they win, he's mad. He's not happy. You know what I'm saying? So I remember I got my little information from YouTube from I think it was Stephen A. Smith. I forgot the other guy's name. They was talking about this, and Stephen A. Smith said he said I'm not the one. I can't really talk about that because I'm not in the same shoes as Chauncey Billups, but Chauncey Billups should know this more than us. You know what I'm saying? Because he played with Carmelo Anthony in Denver, with the Denver Nuggets and stuff and his credibility should be somewhat credible. It should be a little bit genuine, a little bit, because he don't have no. Because Chauncey Billups got a champ. He already got a ring. He you know what I'm saying, and he did what he had to do in the NBA at the same time. He's he has some dealing with the NBA, as in he's a spokesperson too at the same time. So he don't have no grudge against Carmelo Anthony. Now if he had some grudge against Carmelo Anthony, and it was in the news, and it was Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp or any other reporter talking about the issues with Chauncey Billups versus Carmelo Anthony, but it never did happen. So that's why his insight is credible a little bit. You can somewhat saying that he's not lying about it. You know what I'm saying? The thing about it is, it's sad because some people minds can't change, but their bodies change. You know what I'm saying? But can't change their mind. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened with Allen Iverson. You know saying? So, one thing is Carmelo Anthony came right after Tim Duncan's, and came right after Tim Duncan's and the Dwayne Wade. You know what I'm saying? Because Dwayne Wade took a step back when LeBron James came there. He knew, but see, if that was Carmelo Anthony, he couldn't take a step back. He wanted to be the star. Because, one thing is, Dwayne Wade won the championship already before LeBron James got there. He said, I'm going to step back and let LeBron James do his due. I'm going to teach you a little bit something how to win the game too at the same time. I would say Dwayne Wade to LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? He helped LeBron James win the championship, of course. You know what I'm saying? Off the court and on the court and off the court. You know what I'm saying? Just talking to LeBron James because he's been there and done that. You see what I'm saying? Tim Duncan, he stepped back too at the same time. He let Kawhi Leonard take over the team. You see what I'm saying? He was getting him prepared for the following years. Of course, he's not with the San Antonio no more, but Tim Duncan did what he had to do. See, those that's why they're Hall of Famers too at the same time. That's why they're going to be known for a long time. Not for just winning championship, because of they could just they know when their time is up and let somebody else lead. Carmelo Anthony couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So the way Chauncey Billups put it, it makes sense. Now I know Carmelo Anthony was with the Houston Rockets. I would say that was a little bit of what he did why the Houston Rockets didn't win, but I would say that was more on Harden and Chris Paul too at the same time. And the coach they got. That coach they got they got to change him. You know what I'm saying? And but he said Carmelo Anthony not in the NBA because of that, and I wouldn't even disagree with him. You know what I'm saying? As he put it like that, I never looked at it like that. Because they said because of his style of play, you know what I'm saying? Of course, he's not a defensive player at all. He just want to score. That's all. He's offense instead of defense. He plays on one side of the court instead of on the other side of the court. On both sides of the court, I would say. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what's really going on right now. That's why the reason why he might not be in the NBA. But I would say, shoot, at the same time, I mean, Carmelo Anthony is better than some of these other players in the NBA who's in the same situation as him in a sense. I mean, well, I would say they live in a different situation, but some of them he is better than some of these people in the NBA. But Carmelo Anthony got to say, man, wait a minute, I was a star, or maybe he might think I'm still a star, and that's why you don't have a team right now. But he should say I was a star, or whatever, or I'm still a star, and I'm not in the NBA. Something got to change. This might be a wake-up call for him, or maybe it might not never be a wake-up call for him. We never know. But I know if he get on the team with LeBron James or whoever, with Kawhi Leonard, he's going to take a back seat. And maybe him being out of the sport for a year, whatever, 2 years, or if it goes to 3 years, he might as well say, someone might as well whisper in his ear, the big three is good for you, Carmelo Anthony, or China might be good for him. You know what I'm saying? He could have went to China and played and got 30. They don't give a fuck about. I don't think they care about defense. They care about he's a star player over here, and he's still a star player. They would say, because you know how the people over there in China, they cheer for NBA basketball players to come over there and play in their league. They don't give a fuck they doing the right thing or what. They don't give a fuck they win or lose. As long as you got the NBA star on your team and stuff like that. But I think winning will catch up with them, and they realize, like, look, man, you ain't what we think you are, but you never know, because China is different from us, you know what I'm saying? But come on, Anthony, man, if you want to score 30 and not don't care about defense, whatever, go over there in China or pay for the big three. Well, I don't know, you can get, well, I think it goes up to 51 or something like that for the to win a game in the big three. So, but if he want to stay in America and play in the league, he could play in the big three. But other than that, man, the NBA, it's a reason why the NBA is not calling him, and that's the reason why he's not on the team right now. And if you're supposed to be a star, Carmelo Anthony, you gotta look at that. But maybe he might get it. Maybe he might not ever get it. You know what I'm saying? But time will tell. But he got a little time to think about it, because his window's closing. So, but what y'all think about what Chauncey said about Carmelo Anthony not scoring 26 points and being mad because they won, because he didn't get 30? Because if he scored 30, he's cheering his people on. If they lost, he's still cheering them on like they won in a sense. But it's a win for him because he scored 30 because he's a star player. But you never went to a finals, NBA finals. You know what I'm saying? And that's a big ouch. He should look at that. But at least Carmelo Anthony, at least out of Iverson, did go to the finals, but didn't win. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, what y'all think about what I'm talking about? What you think about Chauncey Billups? And what you think about where you think Carmelo Anthony is going to be? Do you think he's going to be in the NBA team? Do you think he's still going to be sitting out? Or do you think he's going to be in China or the Big Three? What y'all think? Leave a comment at the bottom of my page. Subscribe to my page. Like my page. Hit the notification bell for new videos from me. This is Above and Below the Brim. All right, bye.